Hi, I'm Drew.
I'm Scott.
Welcome to Every Man's Whiskey. Scott, are you thirsty?
I actually am thirsty.
Let's try some Basil Hayden.
Let's go. Hit the intro.
Today on Every Man's Whiskey, we're sampling Basil Hayden. We've got some Basil Hayden Original, some Basil Hayden Toast, and Basil Hayden Dark Rye.
A little variety. I haven't had a lot of Basil Hayden before. Should be great.
I'm excited about it.
Let's try it.
Okay, let's go. For our first tasting today, we're going to the Basil Hayden Original. This one is 80 proof and about $30.
And that leads us to fact number one.
Yep, fact number one.
Fact number one. The year's 1992.
Okay.
A big year for me. I turned 13, starting several awkward years of puberty, but more relevant to us and our situation here.
Yep.
Jim Beam Small Batch added 3 siblings to the already released Knob Creek.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Knob Creek?
Yeah, I remember
Those siblings
Knob Creek.
being Bookers,
Bears, Beats, and Battlestar Galactica.
Bookers, Bakers, Basil Hayden.
Okay, I was close.
You were close.
Okay.
But that was a great episode in season 1. Make sure you check it out.
Yeah.
But of all 4 siblings, this is by far the most tame. It's got the lower ABV at 80 proof, and it's considered kind of a premium gateway of bourbons.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, and it's a high rye.
Okay.
For all of these reasons, I have low expectations for you loving Basil Hayden's.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm willing to try things. You know? Okay, so it's a very light color. It's surprisingly light on the nose. Ooh, berries.
What kind of berries?
Berries. Yeah, it's kind of. It reminds me of like a bowl. You got in the summer you got a bowl of berries. And
Okay.
It's got like all different kinds of berries.
I was expecting more rye on the nose. It smells more like just a standard bourbon.
I get a hint of like the pepper rye.
Yeah.
But
Let's go.
I got some oak and some orange as well. The orange is actually decently pronounced.
Did you have any yet?
No, I was busy
It is
smelling.
so smooth.
Okay, all right.
Have a
Here we
sip.
go. All right, you talk about it.
It's the first sip I've had of whiskey in a minute, and it's very drinkable. Thoughts?
It's almost too smooth.
I get the concept of it being a gateway bourbon for people that are trying to get into bourbon.
That's fair.
It's being a good start.
Yeah.
Because the 80 proof's not smacking you in the face.
By no means. Yeah, it's very, very smooth. Getting some vanilla, some peach. It's kind of
I get the peach.
A decently unique flavor. It's very light though.
It is. The mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that word.
I know you hate that word,
true.
but it's a thing.
It's more watered down in the mouth than a regular bourbon.
Yeah.
But smooth, drinkable. I like it more than I thought I would. And I don't really get a ton of like rye notes. I know it's a rye mash bill, but
no,
it uses the mash bill of Old Granddad, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, on the finish, I'm getting some oak, and that's really where I'm getting the pepper.
Yeah.
From the rye. It was right on the finish, but overall, I mean, it's very
It's
easy.
solid.
Yeah, very sippable. So now I'm excited about trying the Basil Hayden Toast.
Yeah, it's next.
So let's go
do
to
it.
For our second tasting today, we're going to the Basil Hayden Toast.
Intrigued to try this one. So Basil Hayden was kind of a tribute to Meredith Basil Hayden Sr., who was a Catholic from Maryland who came with 25 other families to what is now Kentucky, and he was a rye farmer.
Oh,
And
Maryland is a guy's name?
Meredith.
Oh,
Yeah, he came from Maryland.
so Meredith is a guy's
Meredith
name?
Basil Hayden Sr.
Okay.
Meredith is a guy's name.
Okay. I just...
It's weird, right?
Okay. All right. Sorry.
No,
Continue.
you're fine. But anyways,
in my mind, I was picturing,
Meredith being a woman.
Yeah.
But I said senior, so that's you don't normally have like a Sarah Jessica Senior.
That's true, I guess, but to me, the okay.
Anyway, he was a prominent Catholic, and he donated land for what became the first Catholic church in Kentucky.
Oh, that's cool.
And if you've ever been to like Bourbon Country, you've seen that there's prominent Catholic background there in the form of Bathtub Marys everywhere. Do you know what a Bathtub Mary is?
No, I don't. I remember seeing the Catholic churches, but I don't remember.
So if you travel to the countryside, people would get rid of their bathtubs, and they would make a makeshift grotto to Mary.
Yeah.
So they would bury it halfway in the ground, and then the bathtub's sticking out, and there's a little shrine to Mary in there. They'd paint the inside blue.
I remember seeing those. I didn't know that that's what that was.
A lot of that goes back to Meredith Basil Hayden Sr.
Okay.
There you go.
Interesting.
Bathtub Marys.
Bathtub Mary.
Can we try this?
Yeah, sure. Let's go in.
A little darker.
Yeah, it is a lot darker.
As you would expect with something called toast.
Right. Yeah. So, on the nose, what are you getting?
Get some caramel.
Ooh,
It's
brown
really
sugar.
sweet.
Brown sugar. That's tasty.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know if it's in the name,
Malty smell.
but like toast. Like legitimately. No, I'm
in
like
your
I
head.
don't know. Okay, it could be in my head.
There's like a buttery element to it. Okay, let's go.
Here we go. Getting some
Very
butterscotch.
light. It's like almost watery.
Again, yeah. Butterscotch, toffee are the first
Toffee, caramel.
flavors.
It just feels a little watered down. I'm surprised.
It really does. It kind of reminds me of like you poured something with some on the rocks and then
You let it
forgot
melt.
about it,
Yeah.
and then you came back to it and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about
But
this.
again,
you
if
know?
it's kind of a gateway whiskey,
yeah,
and this one has more sweetness to it for sure.
it is sweeter.
I wouldn't describe it as toast though.
It's has a slight more depth than the last one. Okay, so this one's $50 compared
Dang.
to the last one that was $30. And
I'm excited to talk about
so
our
there's that.
conclusions
Yeah.
on those two. Sweeter, a little more desserty. I don't know. I wouldn't call it this toast.
Yeah, I'm not getting like typically when you think toast, then you think like more of the toasted barrel, the char, and so you're expecting more of a char and an oak, and
Yeah.
I'm not getting that from this. I don't get me wrong, it's not bad. I just feel like it's poorly named.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it doesn't really have anything to do with toast.
Right.
But it's not bad.
Did you ever listen to
a good sip.
Bob and Tom's song, Yeah, Toast?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Toast. It's fun
Yeah,
to listen to.
I think I did.
Okay, anyways.
It's been a while.
So,
Bob and Tom reference, everybody.
Yep. On the finish, as I let it sit, it kind of got some spice, kind of got some cinnamon to it, some nutmeg.
A little like hazelnut.
Yeah.
What do you think of the finish overall? It doesn't hang around that long.
It's very short, longer than the last one, but it's still, for whiskey, it's short. A lot of times I drink whiskey and I'm like, I just want to let that sit, and then come back like 5 minutes later and still have that flavor, and that's just...
Honestly, I've been most excited about the last one. The
dark-
whole episode, yeah.
Oh, the dark rye.
Let's go to that.
Okay. Let's hit it. Moving on to our third Basil Hayden dark rye.
Basil Hayden or Basil Hayden's?
Okay. They did
'Cause that says Basil Hayden's.
Yeah, this is an old bottle, which I haven't actually tried or opened, mostly because it's rye. But so this one says Basil Hayden's, and
The first two we tried.
the first two we tried said
Were newer
Basil
bottles.
Hayden because they're newer.
Part of
Back
their
in-
bottle redesign last year, 2021.
Yeah, they changed their name as well. I don't think it makes a difference, but anyways, here we go.
Here we go. This is a unique blend. It's straight rye whiskey with Canadian rye whiskey and some port.
Mm-hmm.
It was introduced in 2017. It's the first of any of their extension line that they made part of their permanent lineup.
Okay.
And again, you mentioned in 2021 they did have the redesign of the bottle and the name as part of that. There is some controversy. Some people are saying that they threw the port in there just to help the age feel more age to it, the depth of age. But I'm intrigued to give this a shot.
That's fair. The color, it does seem super off.
What do you mean?
Like,
It's really dark.
It's too dark compared to the last two that we tried.
But it's a double rye and it's got port in it. What did you expect?
No, like, I agree. Like, I think the port gives it a slight reddish color that seems unnatural to a whiskey.
That's fair.
So, that's my qualm.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't smell like a whiskey either.
Let's go. Oh, that's weird. Strawberries, cherries, a whole bunch of red fruit.
Yeah, like a wine. You smell port.
I smell port. Yeah. You get the rye spice. So I'll give you that. But
It
really,
smells like a port with a splash of rye.
like it's
Let's go.
weird. I'm actually decently nervous about trying it. So here you're living in the future. Talk about it.
It's smoother than I expected. There's cherries. What you would expect in a port. The double rye. Oh, the finish is interesting.
Plum?
You say that like you don't like plums.
No, I don't. It's like a. Okay, the port is very, very pronounced in this if you're a whiskey drinker. And I guess if you're a port drinker, then
I'm not.
I've had port. It's very, very sweet. It's a dessert wine, and like it's fine by itself. I don't mind it, but I don't love it in whiskey.
And in a rye whiskey. I mean, should you like this? You don't like rye. It's a double rye.
Yeah, but I like port,
Yeah.
and I've kind of been enjoying Canadians, but
Man, that finish is weird. It's got to be the port.
yeah, it's a dry, very, very dry.
It hangs around forever.
Probably too dry, and it's slightly off. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Could be because this bottle's so old.
No, that shouldn't have an issue.
I know.
So,
A little bit of a letdown, not gonna lie. Agree?
yeah.
Our finale is gonna be interesting to see
Man,
where we
yeah,
land.
This is curious. So, anyways, there you go.
How much was this, you said?
Basil Hayden Dark Rye, about $40, and it's also 80 proof. Everything we tried
Everything's
today
80 proof,
was
yeah.
80 proof. Yeah. So, there you go. So, Scott,
Drew. Wow.
here it was.
Yeah, it was not overwhelming.
No, okay. If
I felt a little let down.
yeah, let me just say this. I understand the whole concept of like the gateway.
But it's a premium, too. It's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not a good gateway.
I don't know that I would say it's not a good gateway. This one is a good gateway.
Wait, spoiler alert.
No, if your whole
Oh,
premise is which one's a good gateway.
okay, I get that. I mean, to be fair, that's what I'm ending on.
Me too.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, what a pour. It's a lot.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Sheesh.
All right. Anyways, so these two.
Yeah.
Okay. The toasted wasn't super pronounced. It didn't add in enough depth
No.
for the $20 difference.
We are every man's whiskey, so value is very important to us.
right. Exactly.
The value is not there.
I didn't feel like it
In the
added
toast.
$20 to that. No, don't.
And
get me
I don't
wrong.
even know that I would say it's like really worth trying.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
I mean, if someone has it on hand, they're like, hey, want a sip?
Right,
But don't go out of your way to buy a glass of it.
No, I wouldn't. If you've had this before and you're like, oh, I know I like this, just stick with that. And
Yeah.
That's totally fine. this one I was not impressed with at all.
Gigantic letdown, even.
I mean, I had low expectations,
But you were probably most excited to try that one.
yeah, because the port, I enjoy the port, and so I was like, okay. But I also knew it was a rye.
Yeah.
Which,
It tempered your expectations.
Yeah.
And you can tell by our glasses, these are not reddish shades. And so we didn't pick that one.
Nope.
It was my least favorite, easily.
Yeah, I would agree.
But price-wise, it's in line with this one or a little more?
Actually, it was 30, 50, 40.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, that said, I think this one might actually be my favorite. And had these two have been the exact same price, I probably would have gone
No,
with
that's
Toasted.
fair. It's just not worth the extra money.
But I don't see the value there.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, anyways, tonight I'm ending on the Basil Hayden original.
Same. I hope we saved you some money. And if you've tried these and disagree, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let us have it.
So thanks for joining us today on Everyman's Whiskey.
As always, please be sure to subscribe, share, like, comment below.
Mm-hmm. Tell us what you think. So, and remember, quality over quantity.
Drink responsibly. Very intrigued to try this one.
Wait.
Oh, you slopped.
Yeah, that didn't.
That's all right. Nice try.
Let me redo that without that. The first time, did you hear it the first time when I popped it? It was beautiful.
But then that time, you just,
No, so it's not.
you gonna wipe that on your neck too?
I mean, I got a little bit on there. Ooh, I like that one. That's nice.
It'd drive the wife crazy.
It's very sexy. I'm Drew.
I'm Scott.
Welcome to Everyman's Whiskey. Scott, are you, what?
Well, I have to, hi, I'm Drew.
No, I'm Drew. That's it.
No.
There's no hi.
Come on.